Okay, so I've got a flatworm Planaria in a petri dish, and I'm going to try to replicate an experiment I did in high school a long time ago to see if my memory serves me right. I'm going to cut this worm in half and see if the top half generates a new tail and the bottom half generates a new head. Well, I didn't cut him very much in half. I got a little piece of his tail. Let's see if that is enough to work. I apologize, little flatworm, but hopefully you will regenerate. I'm wondering if I should cut a little more. There. So I cut him into thirds to make up for my mistake, probably with a bigger mistake. But let's see what happens. I'll check in 24 hours and see how he's doing. So 24 hours after I cut my Planaria into, unfortunately, 3 pieces, you see here that the part with the head is doing very well. It's still doing what it did before I cut its body off. The head's still in control. It's moving around. Now the other pieces have not moved. Here's what looks like the midsection, and here's the tail. That one's finally moving. It responded to stimuli, and the middle section is alive and moving. Wow, that's pretty cool. And the tail section is also responding to stimuli. So the experiment is working. The 3 pieces are exhibiting signs of life, and look, whoa, they're almost coming together. That is pretty cool. Well, unfortunately, it's Friday, and I'm not going to come in tomorrow or Sunday, but I can't wait Monday to see what it looks like. I'm going to put a little extra creek water in here, and it's got plenty of detritus or decaying matter for food, and there's some other bugs in here. There's a little, I don't know if that's a water penny or some other aquatic beetle in there, and there's somewhere in there was a worm that was very active. I'm not seeing it right now, but we'll check in again on Monday and see how my Planaria friend is doing. Okay, so this is Thursday afternoon. I've been kind of peeking in, seeing some activity on 2 pieces. This piece here, which I think is the middle, has not, whoa, it's moving, it's alive. So it looks like it's regenerating enough to move around. Then there's this piece right here, which also looks to be doing rather well. There it goes. That looks like maybe the original head, or it's getting a new head. Then the third piece, where did it go? There it is. That one has a fully developed head. See that? So I cut this original Planaria almost a week ago into 3 pieces, and all 3 pieces are alive, moving, and seemingly regenerating. We'll keep checking in to see if we're going to have 3 Planaria with heads and tails. But it sure is looking like that's where it's headed. Yeah, look at those 2 go. So it certainly responds to stimuli, one of the characteristics of living things. Wow. Pretty cool. So based on the evidence provided here, I'm going to conclude that cutting a Planaria flatworm into 3 pieces will result in 3 living Planaria. There's one. Looks like he's got a fully formed head and tail. Let's see, where'd the other one go? There's the other one. So there are 2 right there. And then the third one, looking a little smaller, was up here somewhere. Where'd he go? There he goes. Right there. 1, 2, and 3. 3 fully formed pieces with heads and tails. There's one right there. One right there. And another one right there. Responds to stimuli. Hard to observe eating. I haven't been able to see it, but there's the head. And the one over here responds to stimuli. There's the head. There's that one. Responding to stimuli.